And here we have another fine example of just how trash the gun community can be. Honestly, I got to make a recording on stuff like this once in a while to remind people that we are all not like this. First of all, dude posted this, right? I think it's on what the BCM, okay, uh, channel, whatever. Now, obviously, there's some minor issues here. Now, instead of actually trying to help the guy out and trying to further the gun community, a bunch of assholes jump in here to be shitty gun bullies. And a lot of these people are doing this to stroke their own ego because they probably have issues of their own, right? Instead of helping this guy out, making suggestions or asking him, why did you do this? Because this guy might have a reason for doing some of this stuff that other people aren't aware of. First of all, a lot of these dudes came in here and just started ragging on this, like, oh, that's a pistol light. Does that really, like, none of them could explain to you why that actually makes a difference, right? Like, yes, this is a pistol light. You know what's funny about this? This is an Olight. I actually had one of these Olights and I put it on a 460 Roland pistol with super high recoil. Guess what? That Olight is still alive, right? And the funny thing is, a lot of these guys are like, oh man, you chip in an extra 20 bucks, you could have got a Streamlight. There's quite a few comments bringing up the Streamlight. I'm going to tell you right now, I have a Streamlight and it's a piece of shit. It flickers when I tap it. Imagine what recoil will do to it. Okay? But but these people are going to bring that up just to be like name brand. Name brand. Streamlight's a name brand. You get a Streamlight. You know, great. I have a Streamlight that sucks ass. And I have an Olight that has overperformed on a 460 Roland with super high recoil. So, where does that leave your Streamlight argument? I've always said, look, everything's a one-off. You can get an Olight that works great. You can get a Streamlight that works like shit. There are EOTechs out there that have bad circuit boards that go out. This shit does happen, right? So, it is what it is. And instead of helping this guy out, making some suggestions like, yo, this sling is probably gonna get in your way while you're shooting. Like, you might want to take this sling point that's on the stock and put it on the other side of the stock, or the stock, yeah, the butt stock, right? You might want to move that rear swivel point location so it doesn't get in your way while you're actually shooting the rifle, and just simple things like that. The irons, are they on backwards? I don't know. I can't tell from here. I don't have this set of irons. Here's what I do know about irons. It doesn't really matter which way they face as long as they line up and you can see through them, at least for most irons, right? And then he has a hollow sun on here, and they're trying to rag on him for that. Goodness. So one of the guys down here straight up is just like, don't be poor. Stop being poor. That's got to be the most embarrassing thing for our community. I mean, this guy is morally poor. Talking to people like that, it is straight up pathetic. He posts a picture of like his $2,000 rifle that he strokes. And actually, yeah, I recognize this guy. This is what he does, okay? This guy has a $2,000 rifle. It's a Geisley rail, you bum. He's got a $2,000 rifle. And any chance he gets, he goes into all these groups. He finds any rifle that's worse than his and not a Geisley rail, and he will tell them to stop being poor. Now, the funny thing is, this guy fucking drives a poverty pony Mustang. He's got like a $10,000 Mustang and a $2,000 pistol, and it looks like he works at Pizza Hut. And he's going around telling other people not to be poor because he managed to get 2 grand together to build himself a rifle. Who the fuck talks to people like that? I mean, it's pathetic. It is only in the gun community that you will hear this shit. I mean, when's the last time you pulled up in a parking lot and somebody got out of their Porsche and looked around at everyone and said, "Hey, you guys stop being poor. Look at my Porsche." And I've pointed that out to this dude. And actually, it's kind of funny. I looked through his profile and I can see why this guy has to stroke his $2,000 gun and his $10,000 Mustang, because he's not really much to look at himself. I mean, that rifle and that Mustang is probably his pride and joy at life. He's a tubby little bastard that honestly needs to go take his ass to the gym and get in some kind of shape so that maybe uh, he can have a better self esteem and he doesn't have to talk down to people like that. And yes, that is the comment that I left for him, because if you're going to sit here and try to bully other people, motherfucker, I'm going to bully you and I'm going to point out your shortcomings, right? Um, yeah, I hate to do that, but at the same time, like, this is toxic for our community. I cannot stand this shit, because then people like me that make firearm content get grouped in with these assholes going around telling other people not to be poor because they could find a Geisley rail on sale for Black Friday, and now they think they have a free pass telling other people that they're poor. You sound stupid as fuck if that's how you talk. I don't hear anybody talking like that anywhere else. And I sure as hell do not hear wealthy people that have actual real money. I don't hear them going around telling other people that they're poor. They keep their mouth shut about their wealth. So, I mean, it's just really pathetic for me to see that in my community. I can't stand that. I'm going to call it out. This guy posted his rifle build. We could have helped him out, right? You could have suggested some good things that he could have done. You could have asked him why he chose that light. He did say he likes the 1350 lumens on it. Personally, let me comment. Let me know. Do you think there's actually anything wrong with this light aside from it not looking as tactical? I mean, it's an Olight light, but if the light actually works, right? My whole thing is, if this, it looks like a short rifle. If this is for home defense indoor use, I don't see why this light would be a problem if it actually works. And if you can actually actuate it while holding on to the rifle. Personally, yes, there are much better lights that you can get. Like, I would suggest going with an actual night core light and getting way more lumens and getting way more options and features. But most people aren't going to know about that, right? And I think that's what the gun community is for. We're supposed to be helping other people build their rigs and making suggestions to them, not just trying to blaze and rip on them because they didn't get the same name brands as me. To me, that is the most pathetic shit, okay? So I could have made some suggestions, right? But ultimately, if this light is working for this guy, what's the problem, right? The sling, yeah, we could do something about the sling. I don't know about the way that he's got the sling tied right here. There's probably a better way of working that through the rifle and looping it around the back of the buttstock. Aside from that, let's see, the iron sights. They're iron sights. No matter which way they're facing, when they're activated, when they stick up like that, they're going to work. And the optic, he's got a hollow sun optic. Does it work? Right? Does the dot flicker when you shake the rifle? Because if not, and it works, and you can hit targets with it, there you go, bud. Like, you're all set. It is what it is. But these people, oh, it just boils my blood. I hate sharing a community with bullies. It makes me sick. So, leave me a comment. Let me know if you agree or disagree, or if you think I'm being too much of a bully by telling this dude to go to the gym and stop being a tubby little fucker. I'm trying to get the point across to him that that's pretty much what he's telling other people, right? Like, if you're going to bully other people for just not having $10,000 to spend on a rifle, I might as well bully you for being a tubby little fucker and not going to the gym. Or, I should have probably told him that he must be poor if he can't afford a gym membership. Stop being poor and go take your chubby ass to the gym. I don't know, but the point is, how would he like that shit, right? Anyway, have an awesome day. I just wanted to point this out, and I wanted to remind everybody, not all of us are like this. Some of us actually hate these fucking people.